That morning coffee ritual, it's so familiar, isn't it? Almost
It
automatic.
really is a daily comfort.
But behind that comfort, there's this incredibly volatile global market. Really quite dramatic sometimes.
Absolutely. And that's what we're diving into today, the global coffee market. Specifically, these, well, wild swings we've seen just recently.
Yeah, the contrast between Robusta and Arabica prices is pretty stark.
Exactly. We're looking at a market report from ZoneCafeFM dated July 31st, 2025.
And our mission really is to figure out the why. Why is Robusta suddenly shooting up while Arabica's taking a hit?
We want to unpack those forces, what's driving these different paths and what it might mean.
So July 31st, a key date. What happened?
Well, it was fascinating. You had Robusta futures hitting a 2-week high,
Okay.
while at the exact same time, Arabica futures just kept on sliding down completely opposite directions.
Let's get specific then. Robusta in London, the September 2025 contract.
It jumped 1.97%, landing at $3,411 per ton. And the November contract saw a nice jump, too, up to $3,345. A clear upward trend there.
But Arabica, New York futures.
Different story. September down 1.05% to 293.4 US cents a pound.
Okay.
And December futures also fell about 1%, down to 286.85 cents. So yeah, polar opposites.
Right. So let's dig into Robusta's rise first. What's the main thing pushing it up?
It really points to one place, Vietnam. They're the world's biggest Robusta exporter, you see.
And the issue is?
Weather, dry weather forecasts specifically. Reports are saying no rain expected this week in their central highlands.
Ah, and that spooks the market about future supply.
Precisely. Concerns about future production are pushing those current prices higher.
Okay, now flip side. Arabica's decline. What's going on there?
Well, partly it's rain again, but this time maybe too much of a good thing, short term.
Where?
In Brazil, their big Arabica region, Minas Gerais, got double the historical average rainfall last week.
So that eased drought worries. Good for the plants long term, I guess.
Exactly. Great for future yield prospects. But when you have expectations of more supply coming.
It pushes current prices down. Classic supply and demand.
Right. And there was another factor, sort of a speculative one.
Oh.
Yeah, some temporary buzz around the U.S. maybe, possibly waiving import duties on stuff like coffee.
Stuff not produced domestically.
Exactly. No, it was just talk, a political statement, no official deal.
But even the idea was enough to nudge the market down a bit.
It seems so. Added a little downward pressure on Arabica.
Okay, this divergence also shows up in inventory levels, right? The actual stockpiles.
Oh, absolutely. It's quite a contrast. If you look at the ICE monitored warehouses, the big exchange ones,
Yeah.
Robusta stocks are actually at a 12-month high. Over 7,000 lots.
So plenty of Robusta on hand in those specific warehouses. But Arabica?
The opposite. Stocks there are at a 3.5-month low, just under 776,000 bags.
So high stocks of one, low stocks of the other, that sends mixed signals.
Definitely. Although looking longer term, Citigroup put out a forecast.
What did they say?
They're predicting a global surplus for the 2025-2026 crop year, about 6.1 million bags.
Driven by?
Increased production expected from Brazil, Vietnam, and Indonesia. So that could weigh down prices overall eventually.
Interesting. Let's bring it back to Vietnam, though. The local market insights are fascinating.
They really are. Domestic prices there, like 99,600 dong per kilo on July 31st.
Yeah.
They were actually higher than the international futures prices.
How does that work? Usually they track, right?
Usually. But it seems like local factors, maybe speculation, high costs, and critically, farmers holding on to very limited current stock are creating this unusual gap.
So local supply is super tight, giving farmers more leverage right now, despite that global surplus forecast.
It seems that way. It's a really unique situation where local conditions are sort of decoupling from the global futures market, at least temporarily.
So wrapping this up, the ZoneCafeFM analysis emphasizes what?
Well, it really highlights the double-edged sword for Vietnam. Robusta's price rise is good for farmers now, but it's driven by dry weather, which could seriously hurt the next crop's quality and quantity.
Right, a short-term gain possibly leading to long-term pain.
Could be. And they also flagged that U.S. tax exemption idea as pretty shaky.
Because it's not official.
Exactly. They noted if there's no clear statement by August 1st, watch out for volatility. Markets hate uncertainty.
So the takeaway is you got to watch everything, weather, policy, inventory levels. It's all interconnected.
It really is a complex stance.
So for you listening, this deep dive really shows that complex interplay. Weather, government talk, how much coffee is actually sitting in warehouses.
Yeah.
It all feeds into the price.
Indeed. Which leads to the thought. As you sip your coffee tomorrow, consider this daily dance. What does it all mean for the future of that brew you love and, crucially, for the people who grow it?